All is one. P.A. Finley Anonymous, the universe, coming at you live on this beautiful Saturday morning. It's about 7:45 a.m. California time, Bay Area, United States of America. Identifying my location right over here, San Francisco, right there. That's me. Yay, P.A. Finley, right there. Sending out an atomic mushroom cloud explosion of love all across the globe. When do we not need that, right? Okay? We really do. We really do. And that's going on. We're going to send that all the way out to the brother and sister planets of the solar system, enveloping and embracing all that is in it, around it, and on this solar system. Going out even further to the Milky Way galaxy. Going out even further to the universe. Going out even further to the multiverse. Bringing it all the way back down to the solar system, to the sun, brother and sister planets, to Mother Earth, the original Big Mama. Let's go ahead and give her a hug all the way back in. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you so much. Yeah. In each and every grain of sand on the beach, including you and me, going down inwardly from the micro to the macro, and from the macro to the micro, and to the universe that I am and the universe that you are, sending that love all the way down to my organs, to the bone structure, the marrow, to my molecules, all the way down to the trillions of quadrillion, billion, aliens of atoms. This is the universe that I am. And so we embrace that today. Hang out with me. This is going to be a special one. Going out to George Floyd and the folks in Minneapolis, the city, reaching out love, special love, sending out explosion, atomic mushroom cloud explosion of love in that direction, all across the mini cities, inner cities, all across, because even Oakland went on one last night. We're going to get into that. So, tune in. This is going to be off the chain.
Introducing. Introducing the elemental that realizes oneness, the all things and the noneness, where the boredom and the fun is.
Okay, sending a shout out to my viewers and listeners. Y'all get a single dap. Sending a special shout out to my All1llAs. Y'all get a double dap. And sending an extra special shout out to my soul models. Y'all get a triple dap. All right. Thanking you guys so much for accepting the mantle of being the example of the next level. Thank you so much for your service and stepping to the forefront and volunteering for this. It's a heck of a journey, but it's a very rewarding, because we are going to show people where humanity is going. All right? So let's get into the events. Oakland went on one last night. They had a demonstration, went off the chain, tore up some stuff, rioted, had a man on the ground out there. He said people were dying out there. I listened to the news. They ain't said nothing about no dying. By the way, in the background, that's the AC that you hear. It's already like 80 degrees, like before 8 a.m. So it's going to be one of them scorching ones today. So, yeah, it's off the chain last night. I'm sending out all our love to the town. Okay, here we go. I have been all morning long. I got a call 4 a.m. this morning from one of my connects in Oakland telling me about the situation. And they was caught up in it. And they was trying to get out. They couldn't get out. They had the National Guard out there, all kind of stuff. Crazy. It's off the chain. So I've been up since 4 a.m. communicating back with him, encouraging him, trying to he got his lady with him, and they got stuck out there. What the heck they doing at 4 a.m.? I don't know. It's the town. What are you going to do? So I told him to start recording. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, if it's going down, right? So I've been up since 4 a.m. checking the news, going back and forth on the phone with him, trying to calm him down, trying to make sure everything okay with them, give him encouragement, get him through that little crazy time, So I've been online checking out what the latest is, what people are saying. Did some subscriptions, made some, heard some folks speak and subscribe to their channels and stuff like that. Just really tapping into the whole aura, the online aura of the thing. And people are back. What's going on is, matter of fact, let me pull that up so I can get my facts straight. So the George Floyd shot, the Ahmaud Arbery and Amy Cooper, all of these bunch skin, powder keg explosion. Okay. Just back to, and then the coronavirus. So it's like lockdown. Yeah. Okay. So the African American community has been going on one as of late. And I've been drinking in the whole thing. I've been trying to figure out what's going on, the pulse. I've been trying to tap into the pulse. And listen. So the George Floyd incident, it's out. The cat's out the bag. What is the Pandora's box? It's open. It's out. The world knows now. The secret of America, the underbelly. Remember I talked about in a couple of videos ago how the rainbow is black, white, and then rainbow, everything, all colors in between. I call it the rainbow. The Rainbow Coalition comes to this country. The whole world, the globe, everybody wants to come to America. Okay? It's America the Great. Come on. It's the beacon. I gotta go to America. Let's go. If you, look, people all their lives work just to send one of their relatives to America. One out of like a family of 100, like communities. Just as in one here. Listen, I respect the plight of that. I don't even know what that is. Okay? But I respect the fact that people all over the globe do all kind of crazy stuff to get here. Right? I should have brought one of those. I got my towel behind me. Cool. It's already warm. Okay, so, and that's the AC on blast. It's already getting crazy. So that's why I'm trying to do this now, get this out the way, so I can chill and relax. So we have to understand that the majority of the world does not know. It's been a well-kept secret. Okay, of this country. It's the eyesore of the country, but the eyesore has been covered to the world. Nobody knows. Everybody's heard. You get snippets. Listen, everybody understands that there was slavery in the history of this country and all this stuff. So that everybody gets there's a little bit of understanding. You get a little training course. You go through a training course, American history. Yeah, let's go there, just so you can understand, okay, yeah. But this is 2020, so that's way back. Okay, so, okay, you put that in your back pocket. You don't even trip on it. You come to this country, you're here. Oh my. It's miraculous just because you got here. Okay? Now it's time to go through HE double hockey. You went through HE double hockey stick to get here. Now it's time to go through HE double hockey stick to get anywhere else. It's like it's a whole new world. So, but you got people here that you're not alone. So but you gotta work. You gotta do some slaving. So this is the plight of people that come to this country, but they have no idea, and they still don't. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. There's the song. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows the sorrow. Oh, what about back in the day tunes that we used to sing when we were going, out in the cotton field, laying down train tracks, whatever we was doing, labor, back-breaking labor. We had these songs to get us through. Some of them songs. Okay. So, but that's crazy that nobody knows. How did that happen? How is it nobody knows what the plight of the African American today? How does nobody know this? It's a masterful cover up, if you will. It's a masterful that the whole world just blind, make sure nobody knows about how we get down here. I got a feeling because nobody would want to come if they knew. The melting pot that this country is today would not exist if everybody knew what was here before they got here. You would not. I'm not. What? No. I'm not touching that. No. I mean, look, we got this, Brazil. Where's Brazil at? Brazil pretty big, Like, South America, let's go check out, see what they doing. Dude, if you, listen, there's a stain here, and it's just been globally revealed as of like a few days ago. Now, you can go back, listen, you can go back to Fruitvale Station, you can go back to Rodney King, you can go back. There's pockets of video. Thank God. Let me tell you something. Technology is exposing things today. I'm going to tell you something. The masterful cover-up this country has done for so long the masterful, like Yoda or Palpatine. That's it's like Palpatine got everybody fooled. Jedi, everybody. Everybody's fooled. Nobody knows. And the world has now been introduced to what we've been dealing with as African Americans in this country. I'm gonna tell you another reason why a lot of people don't believe, and let me go right back to that. I already know where I'm going, but I don't want to miss this point. The Caucasian American community is mostly unaware. That's how masterful, Palpatinish, if you will, of keeping the just straight up Palpatinish. I think that's the perfect example. It is so masterful that even the majority of the Caucasian American doesn't know. And they've been here since the beginning. You know what I mean? So listen, it's been a black and white thing in this country forever. Okay? Since they first came around and bless the Native Americans. Bless. A whole race. Anyway. We're going to get back to them. Oh, they got a purpose with all of this. Anyway. But since the beginning, it's been black and white. The two extremes. In this country. Okay? Obviously, there's a history in the motherland. Okay? And then you know, the ships. You know, everybody knows. That's not big news. And it's gotten to a point in our history in this country that we was tired of talking about it. All of us, everybody, whites, blacks, everybody, we all get any other Mexicans and the Latinos, the Asian community, which has been here throughout this whole little process. Ain't gotta tell everybody and that's where the cover up began. Is when the whole nation was tired of hearing about it. So you got these two extreme colors. Okay, black and white. And then you got the rainbow in between. And the rainbow, listen, African American community, the black side of the spectrum, color spectrum, in this storyline, we're the only ones throughout this whole process who's been completely aware of the whole process. Throughout the whole process. The cover-up has never been over our eyes. We have, going on 500 years now, suffered atrocities unbeknownst. In other words, we've been present the whole time. No, there's nobody. It ain't been no hide and seek. We've never played the hide and seek game in this country because we were the slaughtered. We were the ones getting slaughtered throughout the whole process. So it was constantly evident every day with us. There's no forgetting it. There's no, not with the African American community in this nation, and the world is being introduced to that for the first time, like a murder in front of everybody's eyes. So there's a shock. The world is in shock right now. Like the world community, the online tech, everybody, global. We got the coronavirus. We got, the pandemic. So we all got stuff to deal with. But this, and then right before this, Amy Cooper, and then right before that, there's been like 2020 has been off the freaking chain. Listen, in 2019, December, P.A. Finley, Anonymous, the Universe. Let me put it this way. P.A. Finley, Anonymous, was introduced to the universe that he is, or I am, in the middle of December 2019. At the exact time, all across the globe, the introduction of the coronavirus was taking place in China. Listen, okay, PA filling the universe, come on, man, that's not a major, I'm sorry. As clearly evident as us being universes, as clearly evident as that is, who in the world is saying that? Who is speaking it? Who is talking about it? Who is identifying it? I'm in the universe. Yay! Nobody, nowhere. I don't know. Obviously somewhere. I believe somewhere. But I'm saying at this time, it's almost like a positive and a negative dropped at the same time on two sides of the globe. And from the universe that I am, so much has come forth all the way up until now. All you gotta do is check my videos from last year, December to now. I got videos going back to 2017, on the PafWay channel. Okay, this is the All1llA channel, but the PafWay, I shifted from the PafWay channel I went from high school to the university. And came with the All1llA channel in a matter of months, I think that was in November, October or something like that. I came with the All1llA channel, and then 2 months later, I was introduced to the idea that I am a universe. Just like everything from outside me is, so is within. And so that was, for me personally, was pivotal. It's like from water to land. It was it was amphibious to the ground. The split, the shift. It was so. And at the same time, on the other side of the globe, the introduction of the coronavirus, and it's been whooping on humanity ever since. I've been, from the introduction of the universe, I have been sending out love all across the globe. Atomic explosions of love from the universe that I am. No way could I have thought that I did. Actually, I did think that before, a couple years back, when I did the. I've been thinking that way for a while. I'll give myself that. But the introduction of me speaking it came from the universe that I am. I thought it many a days, many a times prior to, but to make it a daily practice, the universe that I am, it came from within. There is a beauty within each and every one of you. This is where we're evolving to where we are beginning. We're going to first, you have to accept the fact you're our universe, and then you got to start traveling your universe. In other words, what I mean by that is listening to you. What? Yeah, you got something to say. And then what comes forth, sharing with the world. Listen, Star Trek, in a matter of years, if we was on one accord with that today, warp drive, warp speed, warp signatures, all of that, in a matter of years. We have no freaking idea. But before we get to that, we got to take care of some stuff right here. And I got water, ice water, and coffee. Ice water and coffee, y'all. Talking about some balance. Anyway. The world is being introduced to the plight of the African American, and there's a reason. It's the reason why the veil is being pulled from over the eyes, if you will. 2020 is off the chain. Because what's going to happen, well, okay, so let's get into, okay, I need to get into the purpose of this video. It's a trip because that's the setup. To the Caucasian American community, because this is a message for you guys, because it's your guys are going to be the one that the world is going to look at and say, what are you going to do about this? And this is a Caucasian American community. The global Caucasian community is, yeah. eventually are going to have to make certain decisions as well. But not yet. Right now, you can just kick. If you're in Germany, you can just kick back and watch Americans deal with this one and see what they're gonna do. But to the Caucasian community, I got some good news for you guys. And I know you guys could use some good news. You know, like, oh! There is a way we can, okay, fast forward a year. Let's just say 2021-ish, maybe two. But I'm saying, evolutionary process, let's say that my vision is being implemented and applied, and then a year and a half, 2 years later, what does that picture look like? Let me tell you what it's going to look like. If you do what I suggest you do, this is what 2 years later it's going to look like. And I'm talking, you talking about a heaven on earth to the Caucasian community. Watch this. To the Caucasian American, and then the pebble in the pond. First things first, right here. Okay. No, childbirth. There will be an explosion of childbirth in your community. Excuse me. That's definitely the dwindling of your population is definitely a concern. Okay, but if we're going to fast forward a year and a half, 2 years, 2000, let's just say 2022. This is you. This is your picture. You're starting to have more births. Okay, obviously, right? That's like, woohoo for you. Okay? Because I'm gonna tell you what's dwindling your birth. Are you ready for this? This is the universe that I am. I ain't got no stats and facts and data sheets. Your guilt is stunning your birth rate. What I'm suggesting is, what I'm laying down is the erasing of your guilt. What? Because we all know that's where all this stuff is coming from. Okay? Guilt and fear, like a mesh of those two, is making you decide everything. It's making all your decisions, keeping the foot on the neck, as it turns out, the knee. And that was, by the way, that was symbolic of the bended knee in Kaepernick. See, that was his response to Colin Kaepernick's knee bending knee. So that's symbolic. So, talking about George Floyd. So, your birth rate is dwindling because guilt is deteriorating that process, your reproductive system. But if you eliminate guilt, then that opens it up. Just saying. This is 2 years later. If you ride with me, if you be like, oh, let's do that. You know what I mean? Now, how in the world are we going to eliminate the guilt? And this is where the African community comes into play. See, the African American community has to help heal the Caucasian American. Now, I know to us, we're like, man, we're mortal enemies, and black and white, that's definitely, yeah, okay? But the next level of human evolution, and this is the purpose of the African American, and believe me, listen, once you guys hear the whole thing, my whole thing on this, it's gonna blow your freaking mind, okay? The African American has a purpose. We came here over the slave ships so we can come to this point and elevate the next and catapult humanity to the next level of existence. Notice how the whole universe is in flux. Notice how everything is a high vibration. Listen, all of this, there's purpose for everything, including atrocities. I know people like, what's the purpose? What's the fast killings? It's a purpose. Everything has a purpose. That's what we don't. We can't see that because we live in a world of separation. See, separation is God within the eggshell and within the cocoon. But once the chick breaks out, man, and the butterfly breaks out, that's another world. Different rules. Everything changes. The rules of land is not the same as the rules of land. It's different rules. Yeah, we live in a world of separation. Separation is God. Okay? In this world and the world we've been living forever. Since our introduction, it's been one-sided. I'm over here, you're over there. That's all there is to it. Nothing else exists. Okay? Separation is God and has been God. The God of your God is separation unless your God says you are one with me. If your God does not say that, if your God says I'm up here and you're a little peon down there somewhere, the God of your God is separation. If your God is not pushing oneness, I mean pushing it, not, every once in a while, yeah, we won. But back to the other point is that I'm the most high. No. Like forefront message. Science is the study of separation. Unless science is studying oneness. And science don't study, no. The whole thing of science is talking about the particle. What are you talking about? The pieces. But science is even being introduced to the possibility that all this is connected. Because they keep going down further, they keep saying more. And they just keep going further and further, the magnifications in both directions. So on both sides of that coin, theological and science, it's still separation. Matter of fact, the two are one really, but it's separation. Imagine a coin, since we're talking about a coin, imagine a coin. What humanity has been doing ever since its introduction all the way up to this point It's recognizing the head of the coin. Never really contemplating, and every once in a while, see, you'll get a couple of gurus throughout the process that'll be highlighting the tails. But for the majority of humanity, man, it's all been about just heads, separation. We're being introduced to tails today, which is oneness, because both are true. The oneness doesn't dissipate separation. It doesn't like, okay, there's all this oneness, so now there's no more separation. No, it's not. Okay. It's both. And we're moving from this or that to this and that. We're moving from the or to the and. And guess what? Ann's been here since forever. Since the beginning. What are you talking about? It's always been Ann. It'll always be Ann. But it's all a process. Everything is a purpose. From the introduction to now of humanity, all we need to know was heads. We didn't need to know the rest of that's too much. There was too much information. It was like babies. You can't eat steak. Can't feed steak to babies. It's one thing in baby foods. Squash it out. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it soft. Yeah. But now we're ready for steaks. I mean, as a bad analogy, I need to use another one. I don't do the steak thing. But anyway, you understand what I'm saying? Raw carrots. We can chew on raw carrots now. I don't know what I'll come up with something better than that. But anyway, the point is that now, in order to go to the next level of the evolutionary process, we need the tails. We need the and. Or got us to here. Right? Deuces on the or. So we're not letting or go. We're just adding to it. See? Now it's this and that. You and me. Us and them. It's not or no more. That's not where we're not. In other words, the next level of evolutionary process for humanity, separation is not going to disappear. It's still going to be. I'm going to still be here. You're going to be over there. That's still going to happen. But now we're going to have the knowledge and the intel and the connection of the interconnectedness with it, with the separation. So now, see, before it was like me or you. I almost put a frown on your face right off the bat. Like, where we going now is me and you. See, notice how the me, see, if it was just all is one and one is all, there would be no me and you. It would just be. We still are going to be over, I'm going to be over here and you're going to be over there. But now it's and. Put the and in the middle. Take the or. And then eventually we're going to be, see, one stage is going to be like and then the next level probably like because it's as we evolve, we notice how it's going faster. Just like you get older, time goes faster. That's how the evolutionary process like that too. So the next evolutionary stage, which will be able to blend in easier because now we ain't tripping. See, I ain't tripping. Now I'm not like, man, I better go get mine before this dude. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta go get mine. Now it's like we're gonna get ours. So we ain't tripping no more. The trip factor is eliminated. Battles, wars, gone. No more. No need. It's not even this. I'm gonna battle myself. This is what I'm gonna do. War with me? What am I? I'm gonna beat me up now. I'm gonna kill me. I'm gonna put my knee on my neck. So the next level after that, after the tripping on the and, like we not even tripping on the or no more. Like the or got us here, but now here come the and, so we have to dive into the and because it's brand new. What? And then from that comes all kinds of solutions to all kinds of problems that couldn't be solved without the and. Because that's where we're going. See, that's why we gotta go, because now the problems that we face cannot be solved without the and. So we dive into the and, trip on that, get all into that. Yeah, the and, woohoo! We get scientifically, masteries, all kind of a whole new world. And then the next one after that is or/and. The coin. Now we on some. Now it's time to space trap. Now Earth, the Earthlings can step out into and join the galactic community. Dude, it's a process. All other galactic members been through this process. That's why the arrogance, that's gonna fade away. We can't take arrogance with us. It doesn't make sense. Do you understand how silly arrogance is now? This planet is, we think we're on quarantine. The planet is on quarantine. We're in an incubation state. We're like in an eggshell. It's like the stuff is, we're still becoming. So, but we're at a cross. We're at the eggshell being cracked. The cocoon, the wings, we do. But we can't see the rules of land doesn't apply to the rules of flight. Any aerial, you know, they all know the language on that. Any one of them specialists will tell you that. Will tell you right off the bat, man, that stuff don't work up here. You driving your car? Well, I'm gonna drive me an airplane. What's your credentials? Well, I've been driving a car for all my life. No, you gotta go through some training. Dude, it's two different. Okay? And then space flight. So that's the next level. After aerial flight is space flight. We can't get to space flight until we take care of our aerial. Everything that we do here on this planet, everything that we've been doing all of it is an example of how this thing goes further. Nature shows us examples of how this thing goes. We show ourselves with our life and how we've been advancing since the Stone Age or whatever the case is, the beginning and all the way up until now. All of this shows us there's a process to this thing. So, yes, the world is in a because well, we're tired. We're done. We're done with separation. Notice how it's us now. Notice how all the protests. Dude, it was a time when you look at protests, it's all blacks. I just saw some white folks looting, stealing. You never saw. It was. Look, it's us. People are tired of the separation thing. We're done. We're done with it. We've done it. We've been there. We're done now. Humanity is done with separation. The God that separation is, because separation is God. If that's all there is separation. And separation has been God all the way up until now. The God of separation is passing the baton to the God of one. It's just, that's what's going on. It's your turn. And then the God of one gonna take a lap, and then they both gonna run together. Separation and oneness. The coin. And that's space flight. But we have to do the aerial flight thing first. See, think about it. Think about it. The caterpillar, with all its many legs, which is symbolic of ground, the ground. It knows all the rules. He did the ground thing. Now the caterpillar goes to the cocoon to change it to a butterfly. Once that process is complete, he gets his wings, her. See, that's the thing. It ain't about him or her no more. It's him and her. Notice how we are part female and female part male. Notice how we... Do you understand? It's all one anyway. The whole side, everything. It's been that way. We're just being introduced to the awareness thereof. That's all this is. And so, once the butterfly, the wings can no longer, hold. The cocoon can no longer hold the wings of the butterfly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, crack. Okay. Now, guess what? This is the God of separation passing the baton to the God of one. And now the God of one must take humanity on a lap of education. Do you understand that there's a whole new rules to aerial? You can't. Dude, your feet, you got about 6 of them. You had about 80 of them. Now you got 6. Dude, that's all you need up here, man. You ain't gonna need that. And keep it going. And then arrow that the wind, dude, it's so. You're gonna have training wheels over here. You gotta start from ground zero. In order to become that master in flight, dude, you gotta start off like don't know what you're doing. So you gotta start in elementary. Then you gotta go to high school. Then you gotta go to college. Then you can really take off and really soar to the heavens. You see? So there's so much to learn, is what I'm saying. That's the point. Is we need to get over there. You got the cocoon and the eggshell, the matrix, and the road to the concrete. All of those are examples of us going to the next level so that we can learn the next level, because the next level is a whole new world that we have to learn. But it's going to be so awesome. It's going to be beautiful. Because it's the fulfillment. You see, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a lot of headaches and traumas, stress. A lot of that's over there. But the completion and transference, it's like the graduation from high school and going to college. Yeah, college is crazy and hard and crazy, but God dog number, it ain't high school. You know what I mean? It's the next level. And so that's what we got to do. And then humanity and the African American community is going to help everybody do it. And I'm going to definitely tap into that next. All right, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and close this. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about what everything I'm saying. I'm just trying to let you guys know the time is now. Come on in with this all beautiful. It's a belief system, but it's a necessary one to connect us to the other side, and the other side is there for us to be connected to. It's not, and it's for everybody. It's for all humanity, including the Caucasian, which is to a lot of people like, you're the problem, you're the cause of all of this. They've been used just like everybody else has. They pawns just like everybody else is. But it's all for the process, for the whole thing. Positive, negative. Dude, black and white, dude, you gotta have it. It's balanced. It's the universe. Everything is, come on. And then everything in between. Dude, you got to, we're in the eggshell cocoon. We're in the gooey part. No, matter of fact, we're out of the gooey part, but we're just not coming to the physical, but we got to move to the next. It's a purpose. Come on, you guys. Come on, man. I can't wait till somebody can join me in this joy. Because all this has a reason. Man, for a minute I thought this stuff was madness. It was like, wait a minute. Nah, anyway. So y'all know what time it is. Be beautiful as you are. Peace. And one is all.